Hi guys! In my previous video I covered how to tell if your cat's actually friends or had more of a negative relationship. And today me and Fig are talking about why the relationship between your cats may have broken down and what may be stopping them from making friends. First and foremost, as with any behaviour problem, the first stop should be your vet to make sure that there are no medical factors at play. Feeling unwell or in pain can make cats more irritable, and then they'll be less tolerant of any interactions that they may not have minded previously. So it's definitely worth making sure that any medical problems are under control before starting to look at the problem from a behavioural perspective. Once this is clear, we can have a look at why the cats aren't getting along. And sometimes our reason for wanting another cat can lead to problems for the cats themselves. For example, replacing a lost cat with a new one, or bringing home a new cat to solve a behaviour problem are common reasons that I've come across. And when a cat loses a companion that they were bonded to, they're going to experience a level of grief at their sudden disappearance, and getting used to a new routine can be unsettling for them. This is not the right time to be bringing a new cat into the mix, and it's likely going to add to your existing cat's anxiety. Sometimes when owners are dealing with a long-standing behaviour problem, such as aggression to people or spraying, they may have tried everything possible to get them to stop, and they might be at their wits' end. There is advice out there to get another cat to see if this will help stop the behaviour problem, and I'm sure that in the odd case it actually has helped. However, generally the overwhelming outcome for many is that the problem will be a whole lot worse by bringing a new cat into the problem. And the existing cat showing the behaviour problem is probably already experiencing some sort of stress and anxiety that's causing the problem itself. So just a word of caution there to only bring a cat home if you think it's a real good idea. Another area that may not get your cats off to a good start is when they're introduced to each other. So this is a time where things can go massively wrong and where there is a lot of conflicting advice out there. The advice of throwing cats together and letting them fight it out can permanently damage their relationship from the start. Of course, I'm sure it's worked for some, and these are the people that are advocating doing it in that way, but I'm sure on many occasions there's a lot of passive aggression continually going on between their cats that may go unnoticed by the owners. Introductions need to be done slowly and gradually and at the cat's pace. We want them to gradually get used to the idea that another cat will be staying here and help them feel comfortable by making baby steps to prevent them getting too overwhelmed, as this is going to be much more stressful and the risk of fighting will be a lot higher. I'll be covering how to introduce cats as the week goes on. Another cause of relationship breakdown and something that can maintain a negative relationship is competition over resources. Resources are things in the territory that the cat uses or that are important to them. For example, food, water, litter trays, beds, scratch posts, toys and so on. It can also include the owner's attention and entry and exit points to the home, so we're talking cats and cat flaps and windows. Naturally, cats will only form social groups if their resources are available in abundance. So we're talking about feral colonies, that's mainly shelter and hunting opportunities. So if these become limited, the group will disband. When we think about this inside with our pet cats, if they sense there is competition for food, or that sunny spot on the bed, or your lap in the evening, it's going to lead to a deterioration in their relationship. And as the week goes on, I'll be sharing advice on how to make sure that these are provided appropriately to facilitate the development of a more positive relationship. And finally, there are other factors at play that could influence the relationship between your cats. If one has a particularly high play or predatory drive, she may see the other as an outlet for this behaviour and perhaps chase them or pounce on them. This is particularly common with kittens, as their play drive can be a bit relentless, so it can be difficult to manage this when introducing them to an older and more docile cat who may well act aggressively in response. And finally, redirected aggression is commonplace too. If your cat is bothered by the other cats in the neighbourhood, but he's unable to access them, he may direct this pent-up aggression onto the other cats in the household, particularly if the other cats interrupt him while he's looking out. So these give you a general idea on some of the reasons why your cats may not be getting along and may have that negative relationship. Of course, there may be tons more reasons, given as all cats are individuals and any negative experiences they've had with other cats are going to influence how open they are to forming these positive relationships. For some cats, they just need to be a single cat and are in no way open to amicably living with others. So later in the week, I'll be sharing practical advice on how to encourage your cats to get along. Thanks for watching this time, take care, and I'll see you later.